Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? Then what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
We're gonna cut it out. We're gonna cut it out. We're gonna cut it out. This is Frankie the Yankee Show takeover on Unscripted. Let's do it the right way. Boom! There it is. Normally we'll do our unscripted shows on Thursday, but right now I'm going to have to take over, and we're going to do Frankie the Yankee Show because it's a special weekend. It's a special weekend. As you can see, Jay, he's fully excited. As you can see me, I'm just here to be here representing my team. It's Yankees versus Astros 4-game set weekend, and we can't be more excited, and we're going to get more into it throughout the show. Guarantee me and Jay gonna have some reaction because our game starts in about 5 minutes or less. But before we do, I just want to throw out and say, my Yankees won yesterday. What? Since when have we won games against the Tampa Bay Rays? Listen, I'm excited that we won, but where the hell is all this momentum coming from? Where the hell is all these hits coming from? Jay, where the hell are all these runs coming from on the Yankees' part? They can't do it any other day, but when they're getting a sweep on them on the line, they're like, no, we can't get swept, so let's go ahead and win this game. What the hell? I want to see this. I want to see this every damn game. Every game I want this. Giancarlo Stanton hitting here and there. What the hell? You want me to get up and celebrate? No. I'm not going to get up and celebrate because I want this every game. I don't want this every other 3-game type shit. I want this every damn game. But we won yesterday. We won. Yeah. I got happy. But today is war. It's war. It's war! Yesterday was the battle, but today's the war. It's a 4-game set. It's an ALCS rematch of last year, baby. Clark Schmidt on the mound. Christian Javier on the mound. And if all you Yankee fans don't know, this is a guy who gave us the no-no last year. The no-no. So you best to believe everybody in that Yankee dugout better have that in their mind, because we're not going to give Christian Javier goddamn 2 years in a row of a no-no against us. It ain't happening.
And by the way, when you said the word no-no, you actually have to pluralize it because we gave it to you twice. Javier, twice. Pluralize. No, no's.
Not happening. It's not happening. But, as I said, the Yankees won last night against the Tampa Bay Rays. The Houston Astros literally just came out away from Cleveland on a sweep. They actually swept the Cleveland Guardians, and I'm going to let my boy Jay talk more about that. The Yankees take 1 out of 3 with the Rays. They took 1 out of 3 with the Orioles. So right now they're kind of on a 2 out of 5, I think it is, or 2 out of 4, whatever it is, 2 and 4 in the last 6 games. 4-game set right here. This can actually change the momentum of the Yankees if they could somehow, some way either tie this series up 2-2 or at least get 3 out of 4. But Jay, I'm going to be real with you, and I said this earlier to you today. I'll be okay with getting 1 because you know what? At this very moment with this team, with the way my team looks, I will be okay with 1. Avoid a sweep if you can. Avoid the sweep if you can. But please give me at least 3. Please give me 3. Jay don't want to give us 4. I know it's not happening, but if we get 4 out of Houston, Jay's not gonna be happy. Jay, go ahead though. Go ahead. Talk about your Houston Astros and the sweep they gave the Cleveland Guardians before our game starts.
You know, it's not often that I hear Frankie where maybe he's either A, had a little bit too much to drink, or, you know, B, is a little delusional on some psychotropics, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to let Frankie have that last little bit of it. But we're going to get into this. First of all, Linda McGrath. Hey, Northeast Streaming Sports, man. Love you guys, man. How you doing out there tonight? Tell Jack I said hello. Hello. Yeah, let's get into a little bit, shall we? Can I just do a little Chas McCormick home run dance? Can I do a little Chas? Can I do a little Jack? Is it okay? Look, if you don't know who Chas McCormick is by now, you clearly are not watching baseball. This dude last night jacks up 2 home runs. The first, okay, let me come back for a minute. Let me set the game up for you. Blanco, he's always a hit or miss kind of guy. And I always get a little nervous when Blanco goes out there because I still haven't got the confidence in him yet. And he goes out, he gives up 2 runs right up off the rip. He's looking kind of shaky. He does bring it back into form about around the 4th, almost to the 4th inning. I think that's when they pull him out. But what I'm trying to say is that the Astros sometimes get themselves in a bind. And they've done it a few times where they've gotten down 2-0. I'm just sitting in my chair and thinking like, here we go again. And then, like typical Astro fashion, Astros are a fighting team. We do not ever give up. And Frankie knows this. We do not ever give up. Chas McCormick comes up in the second. Bam! Knocks it into the Crawford box. Goes down about the 4th inning. Bam! Throws it out to about left center. I'm telling you, look, if you don't know, if you've been following Chas McCormick lately, this dude is just hitting dinger after dinger after dinger. Don't even get me started on Tucker and his 300 batting average. We all know what Tucker's doing over in right field. Don't even get me started on Alvarez, who's now batting 290, and since he's been back, has knocked a couple of dingers. Altuve has come back and knocked his little bloopers in the left, little bloopers in the right. So all I'm trying to say, and Frankie knows this, I'm not even going to talk about Yannier Diaz. And Frankie knows this. At the beginning of the season, I was really, really worried when we traded Vasquez off. And I was like, Frankie, I don't know, man. I don't know. Who's out there that you think that we can get? And we're looking at catchers go left. We're watching catchers go right. We saw Murphy from the A's, who I really kind of wanted up going over to Logan's Braves. And Frankie's like, yo, Jay, y'all ain't signing nobody. Jay, it's looking kind of bleak out there. You're not getting Benintendi. You're not getting your left fielder. You're just looking like, well, Jay, you know what you're looking like. And I said, Frankie, you know what? You're right. But lo and behold, a guy by the name of Yannier Diaz just comes out of nowhere. Dude comes out of nowhere, and he's batting crazy. Like, go look at his average. Go look at what he's doing. He went 2 for 4, I believe, last night. The dude is consistently getting base knocks, and he's calling a good game. And Maldonado is really teaching him how to call a good game. And if this dude can get on Maldonado's wavelength in terms of how he analyzes the game, if Yannier Diaz can analyze the game and get his pitchers in sync with each other, this dude is going to be a bad brother come to town. And Frankie, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was a little nervous about my bullpen, Frankie. You know, man, look, Montero hasn't been looking good. Presley wasn't looking good. For a long time, Montero has since brought his batting average or his ERA down. I think he's almost into the 5s at this point. Last time I think we spoke, he was in the 6s. At the time before that, he was in the 7s. 7s! Like, Montero has never been in the 7s. This is a guy who was pitching in both of the no-hitters as a setup guy for Presley coming off of Javier. So this is not Montero. That Montero that I know and the Presley that I know. These guys, but Framber Valdez just pitched, one batter, 1 ball away from a perfect game the other night against the Guardians. And Framber Valdez has been up and down, left and right. The guy looks like he's got Cy Young material, and then he goes out there the next night, and you're like, okay, Framber, what happened? Where did you go? Where was the Framber from last night? Frankie, I think that was some of your pitchers or even some of your hitters. You're like, bruh, last night you're doing this, tonight you're doing this. You're all over the place. Can I just get some consistency? And that's the thing that the Astros are finally, after the All-Star break, are starting to get, which is consistency. We have not had consistency across the board, whether it be on the hitting side or the pitching side. We've always had good fielding, though. Our fielding has been on point, but our pitching and our hitting have never almost always been in sync. But I think now you're starting to see that. I
don't want to interrupt you real quick. The game just started. Clark Smith on the mound. First batter, Jose Altuve. With one pitch in, Jose Altuve goes ahead and he gets a base hit. Runner on first base for the Astros. Jeremy Pena now on the batter box with a 1-0 right now. 1 ball, 0 strikes. I'll keep you updated, but keep going, Jay.
No, I'm just saying that I feel like, that Guardians series, we saw everybody getting back on point. Abreu was hitting. Everybody was hitting on all cylinders. Frankie, right now, I know for a fact Tucker's at 300. I know for a fact Alvarez is at 290. I believe, what's his name? Chas McCormick is sitting around 260, 270. But we got like 3 or 4 guys that are all knocking on that 300, batting average door. And I think you're starting to see our pitching come in there. But I will tell you this. What scares me a little bit is the back half. Not so much the JP France. I'm good with that. What scares me is Brandon Belock. And I'm hoping that Verlander will squeeze Belock out of the rotation and go somewhere else, and then we're fine. Belock is just that guy that always makes a little nervous. Just like Blanco makes me a little nervous. Those 2 guys, I don't necessarily know if I want to ride the World Series with them in the rotation. But I definitely think that we're getting the starting rotation that we need, getting ready to go into it. And the last thing I want to say, and then we'll get into some other stuff that Frank has lined out, is that we got Verlander back. And everybody's saying, well, Jay, you brought back old-ass Verlander. Jay, you were saying earlier in the season how you didn't want Verlander. Now you're telling us how you want Verlander, how he's the next best thing since sliced bread. I'm going to tell you why. Because at the beginning of it all, I didn't want to be on the hook for $90 million to a guy that's 40. That's why I didn't like the deal. That's why I felt like we needed to move on, because I didn't want to pay the money. It's not that he's not a good pitcher. He's a great pitcher. He's coming off a Cy Young season. How is that not a great pitcher? But I didn't want to pay all of that money. You can keep the money. So when we get a chance to bring him back, and I don't got to pay a third of that contract, I'm good. I'm good with that. And then what I give up? Clifford. I don't even know who the hell Clifford is. We gave him up. And then the one guy that we gave up that everybody's so bent out of shape is over Gilbert out of Tennessee. And I know he's a good outfield prospect, but a prospect is a prospect, and you don't know if you're going to get a World Series with him or not. I know right now we got a great chance to get the World Series, and I'm all about here and now. Frankie, I can't get a trophy if I don't put it in the middle. And right now, sometimes you got to put a little bit in the middle. And we're really not putting a whole lot in the middle for Verlander. Let's just be honest. Our farm was already depleted right from the jump. So it's not like we depleted our farm even more than we already did. But the upside of Verlander for this season is amazing.
Yeah, and I did say before Verlander got traded right back to Houston that, if you guys have been watching the show, Verlander, the last 6 games, has been to his old self. He has been to his old self. His ERA is under 2. That brings his total ERA to a mid-2 range. I mean, this man literally is showing that Father Time can't beat him. So it's like in the beginning of the year, we thought Father Time hit him. But once he got into his form in the last 6 games or something like that, the man just look unstoppable. He looks crazy. He looks like, the Justin Verlander that won the Cy Young 3 times not in a row, but 3 times in his career. He looks like the Justin Verlander that helped the Houston Astros win two World Series. In my mind, it's 1.5, but I'm going to make Jay happy and say 2. But yeah, Jeremy Pena got out, so we had 1 out, runner on second base. Kyle Tucker just popped up to center field. Harrison Bader gets the out, so now there's 2 outs with Jose Altuve at second base. And coming up to the batter box, I believe is McCormick. Not 100% sure yet.
Yeah, I believe it is. Tuck, Chaz usually follows Tuck.
Yeah. So right now the Yankees defense, you got Billy McKinney, Harrison Bader, Giancarlo Stanton in the outfield, IKF, Anthony Volpe, Gleyber Torres, and Jake Bowers at the infield. Clark Schmidt on the mound. with Ben Rosebert catching. It's Alex Bregman right now on the batter box. He's batting
Is
at
it Breg?
2. Yep, Alex Bregman is in the batter box. He's hitting a batting average of a 0.253. I don't know why I always when it comes to batting average, Jay, I bring out the numbers like it's an ERA. He's batting a .253. He's batting a .253. Working at 12 pitches right now. 1-1, 2 outs, top of the first, runner on second. And now we'll keep you guys updated as long as we're here live. We'll keep you guys updated on the score and on every at bat, every pitch. Right now, like I said, it was 1-1. Now it's 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike to Alex Bregman. But Jay, what's the hell? Max Scherzer.
Let's get into that one.
He makes his Texas debut today with the Texas Rangers. Had a very interesting first inning, giving up 6 hits and 3 runs to the Chicago White Sox. Got himself into his form and finished the game with a win because he was able to get back to himself, swallow what he had to, I feel like it was just, I'm in a new stadium, I'm with a new team, I'm in front of new fans. He had probably butterflies in his stomach, so the first 2 innings was absolutely terrible for him. But he got his form back, he got his mechanic under control, and he got the win. Because after those 6 hits, he only gave up 1 extra hit after giving up those 6 hits in the first 2 innings, and gave up no runs after getting up 3 in the first 2 innings. Are we seeing something different with the Texas Rangers?
Yeah, here's the thing with that. I think if this is Max Scherzer and it's the White Sox and the Mets, Scherzer doesn't get that win today. I think it just goes down to whatever it is. But he's got a couple of things there for him. Number one, he's got a hellified offense in the Texas Rangers, so they can kind of compensate for his slow start. And that's what he had. He had a slow start. And you got to understand that this is the first time this is his debut outing with the Rangers. This is his debut outing with his catcher. And this is probably the first time he even had to talk to his damn pitching coach. So these people are all brand new to him. All of this is brand new to him. And, sometimes it takes a little bit. And because Max Scherzer is a great pitcher, he had the rough, first inning. But after that, you saw this man calm down, get back in his groove, and then he goes on to throw 9 strikeouts and has a hellified game and doesn't give up another damn run. So Scherzer, you just had to give him a few moments to collect himself. But I expected him to have a little bit of a rough outing because it's the first time. It's a chemistry thing, right? You had to give chemistry down with him. But I think he got it.
Struck that loser out. Strike him out.
Oh, man. I'm definitely lagging behind you because I guess the Bregman strike out.
He struck out looking. He ain't see that fastball coming. He's like, that was too fast, That was too fast. Tell him to slow it down a little bit. But now once you guys come back up, guess who's going to be in the batter box? Yordan Alvarez. God damn. We got to score now. But yeah, Max Scherzer, man. I feel like I said, I feel like he had butterflies in his stomach, and like you said, going to a new team, new batting or new pitching coach, new catcher to throw to, it's a lot to take in. Especially this quickly. Normally, when you get traded, you wait a couple of days. But because Max Scherzer got traded before the trade deadline, it fit well for him. But I feel like once he got into his groove, like I said, he got his mechanic back under control. He was able to swallow what he had coming out, and it looked like Max Scherzer was in his game again. We won't see him again until next week with the Rangers, but I expect him to be better. But man, Max Scherzer had a really good game at the end. Jay needed that win from the Chicago White Sox, and they just didn't deliver.
Man, I went into this thinking like, okay, they're going to play the White Sox, we're going to play the Yankees. I kind of thought, well, maybe I'll catch, Frankie's team on the injury bug. Maybe I'll catch him sleeping. Maybe I'll catch him in a downtrodden. And maybe we'll sweep this series, and maybe if some kind of way, if Chicago could just eke out one game. But the more I watch the Rangers play and the more I watch the White Sox play each other, the more I realize, Rangers are going to sweep the White Sox. So the only way I can come out of this because next I think we got Baltimore right after you, Frankie. I got to play Baltimore. So that tells me that I got the tougher end of this stick here to try to get first place over the Rangers. The Rangers got a little bit easier ride than we do. So we got to play damn near almost perfect baseball.
Yeah.
You know, we almost have to sweep you because I know we're not going to sweep Baltimore. So if we can break even with Baltimore, sweep you guys, I think we're still in it for the number one spot. But if we don't sweep you guys and we go into that Baltimore series, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Because the Rangers got a really easy schedule, and I don't see them letting up anytime soon.
Right now, bottom of the first, Christian Javier on the mound for the Houston Astros. Jake Bauers leading off for the Yankees. First pitch is a foul ball. We're already starting off 0-1, but I guarantee you, we ain't getting up no goddamn no-hitter today. It's not happening. It's not happening. Not gonna happen. If it happens, I'm gonna be really sad. I'm gonna be really upset.
Yeah, that's right, Blue. Tell him. No hitter, baby. No hitter.
Jake Bauers fouls off the second hit. It's now an early 0-2 count for Christian Javier. And man, are the Astros cheating early?
We're cheating early.
Jake Bauers hitting this year at a .228. 2 pitches in. Here comes the third pitch. It's outside. 1-2 for Jake Bauers. But Jay, tell me, man, you guys literally just made another history this year. 2 years in a row, actually making history. It's honestly fascinating. You guys get the another no-no, like you said earlier in this show. You were
right.
Oh, Jake Bauers, he hits it high, he hits it far, and it's gone. Oh no, wait, he's out. Damn. He got it. He got it. It was so close, Jay. It was such a great hit that it was
I saw that too. I was like, oh crap.
Damn it. Crap. But here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, your second batter, the captain of the New York Yankees, number 99, Aaron, the great Judge, has an average.
Honestly, this is the one I've been waiting for.
295, 20 home runs, 42 RBIs. Let's see what he can do here against Christian Javier. He takes the first strike looking right down the middle. Man, this is going to be a really good game. And I'm bringing the excitement. I told Jay, listen, we win or lose, it don't matter. When Jay's Astros plays against Frankie the Yankees, man,
oh yeah,
you getting a good view. And you guys are lucky that today is the day where we play them on Unscripted Day, aka Frankie the Yankee Takeover Show.
I'm over here trying to find the. I'm assuming there it is. I got to go to Fox New York because I'm tired of being behind you. It's like every time you're saying something, I'm like, man, I'm so far behind this guy.
So now Aaron Judge is at a 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Okay.
Javier is at 7 pitches. As I said, Aaron Judge hitting a .295. It could be better. Let's not forget Aaron Judge was on a 40-plus day IL streak with a torn ligament in his toe. But as you can see, since he came back, he's actually been playing a little bit better. And Jay knows my obsession. Like, I was pissed on Sunday when they went and sat down Aaron Judge against the Baltimore Orioles. Like, the man literally was just sitting down for 40-plus games. Why the hell are you sitting him down again this early when he only was on the team for 2 days? Like, what the hell?
You know, what I find though, Frankie, about your lineup, man, is just I didn't really realize until I started looking at this, but how the hell is Stanton hitting 203?
Stan is terrible, Jake.
Bro,
for 3.
I know, but I didn't realize he was quite that bad or that off the rail. Like 203, bro. Like that's what you're putting up right now, and you're like this big dog.
Aaron Judge, a 3-2 count, fouls it off again. It's going to be really interesting. I feel like Aaron Judge really wants to play this game, especially coming off of last year's ALCS sweep to the Astros, and then also being part of that no-no from last year's Christian Javier, like Jay liked to say 2 times last year. I only remember the first. I think the second one I was like dazed out. I wasn't paying attention.
No, the second one came in the ALCS.
So, all right,
review the ALCS, bro. We no-hitted you in the ALCS. That was so crazy about it.
So Christian Javier just walked Aaron Judge, so now Aaron Judge is on first base. And it's really surprising to me because Aaron Judge being off the injured list, he's still getting walks, like he's been
Oh
in the
yeah.
game
Oh yeah.
this entire
Well, I
season.
mean, he's still turf toe, no turf toe, whatever that was. He's still Aaron Judge, and you just can't give him great pitches because if you do, he's going to take you yard every time. So you got to give him crap pitches. Maybe his chase rate will swing after it, and maybe you'll get the strikeout, or you put him on base and you pitch to the next guy. I mean, I'm not. If I'm the pitcher, I'm not giving him anything good, Frankie. There's no way in hell. I'm gonna keep that ball low and away, maybe even low and inside, but I'm not gonna go upstairs with him. I'm damn sure I'm gonna go down the middle with him.
Now on the batter box, you got Gleyber Torres, who's actually been having a phenomenal season this year. Before going to Baltimore, he was actually on a 15-game hitting streak. That streak snapped in Baltimore, but he continued to find his way to get hits after that streak came done. Christian Javier pitches. Now it's a 2-1 count to Gleyber Torres, who is hitting a .260 right now on the year. And I'm glad that they just brought up Anthony Rizzo. For those of you who don't know, some breaking news before the game started. I don't know why I didn't bring this up. Anthony Rizzo has been put back on the IL, and it was really a head scratcher for me because when I seen the lineup earlier today, a strike had just been thrown to Gleyber Torres, 2-2 count. When I seen the lineup today, Jay, me and you together, it was like a head scratcher because I quickly said 2 days in a row that Rizzo's not in the lineup, and you also said,
Right.
yeah, I haven't seen Rizzo in the lineup as well. It came to a conclusion that Anthony Rizzo is still dealing with a type of concussion issue. He still has I had it handed to him from the Fernando Tatis injury when Fernando Tatis tried to steal a base and came back and actually got out and hit Anthony Rizzo, almost breaking his neck. So he's still in a concussion type situation right now, and I feel like that's why his hitting average was down. But why did it take this long for the Yankees to finally pull the plug and say, listen, we got to put you back on the IL? We can see that you still have a concussion. Why did it take this long? I do not know. This is what pisses me off with Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman and stuff like that. Because if you would have just sat him down since the beginning, he could be healthy for this game right now.
There's no telling how long he's been really dealing with this concussion, which obviously would explain a lot of things, because when your head's not right, how are you going to hit the damn ball? How are you going to field the ball if your head's not right?
Exactly, and it's really confusing. So with Anthony Rizzo being on the IL, they call up Oswaldo Cabrera coming back up from the AAA. This is about his fourth time this year. This year alone, his fourth time getting called back up from AAA. And with Gleyber Torres hits it high to left field, and he is out. Aaron Judge stays on first base. 2 outs now in the bottom of the first. Still no hits for the Yankees. This is really sad. They better get a hit on Christian Javier. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to lose it. But they call up Oswaldo Cabrera. Then news broke out yesterday that Domingo Germán is going on special treatment. He's been with some alcohol abuse situation. So he's going out getting some help, looking for some help. So he's not going to be returning to the Yankees this year. That actually fills in the spot for this guy Middleton that we just got, Kenyon Middleton from the Chicago White Sox via trade. He's going to be in the bullpen. Jay, man, what the hell?
I don't know what Germán said, but whatever Germán was doing in that clubhouse, I can only imagine. It must have been really freaking bad.
Giancarlo Stanton is on the batter box right now. Takes the second ball. Is now 2-0. Not score. There's 2-0, 2 balls, 0 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Stanton, like Jay said earlier, Stanton is hitting a .203 this year. Absolutely terrible. This is a guy, and I said it last week on my show. This is a guy that's supposed to be hitting in the top 250s, close to 300 range. If you guys don't know Giancarlo Stanton, this is a man who's literally he's up there. He's up there in the record books of home runs, hits, all of those. He's up there. And since he became a New York Yankee after his first year of being a New York Yankee, he has downgraded. The last 3 years, I have been off the Stanton trade. I'm on the point where I guarantee you, if Stanton was to hit a home run right now, Jay, and we lead 2-0, I'm going to be happy because Judge was able to score and not Stanton. I don't care if Stanton hits a home run, damn it. It pisses me off when I see it because it gets the crowd pumped up. And it's like, why are you getting pumped up for this guy? Yes, he hit a home run. But when are we going to see the next one? In 3 games? 4 games? Next week?
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on when a team or when a player comes from another team and puts on the pinstripes. I don't know if it's the atmosphere, the pressure, or it's something that gets to him. But it just seems like, when you look at, Gallo, when you looked at Josh Donaldson, like you said, Stanton, and a few other guys, it's something when they put that damn uniform on that they don't play like they were playing before they got there.
Oh, Stan hits it. It's high. It's far. It is gone. A 2-run home run from Giancarlo Stanton. I don't care about Giancarlo. Thank you for the 2-run home run. But Aaron Judge gets the score with Giancarlo. It is now 2-0. New York Yankees on top of Houston. Get that fucking no-hit out of here, baby. Oh, man. Oh, man. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole.
It's like bottom of the first. Let's calm down a little bit. Damn.
No. I'm
that's okay, because when we come back and beat you, I'm going to be all over it, so it's all good.
Exactly. I got to enjoy the lead while I have it because I know for a fact, and I did say this, we need to score now because the next time
it is true, though.
Next time the Astros are batting, guess who's coming up? It's goddamn Yordan Alvarez. So
no, it's true though. Hey, honestly, you really do. Especially against the better teams, you have to get on them early. If you don't get on them early, you try to play pickup ball or catch up ball. Yeah, you're right. It's harder. So I don't blame you for being excited. I'd be excited too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd be excited too.
Giancarlo Stanton just hit his 9th. He just hit his 9th home run in the last 20 games. You see, 9 home runs in 20 games. This is what I don't understand. Is he has such a low batting average that it's like all he's doing, Jay, is hitting home runs. And that batting average is not going nowhere because all you're doing is hitting home runs. If you can get base hits, you will be better.
Oh, yeah.
Your average will be better. Stop focusing on getting the home runs. 9 home runs in 20 games, yes, that's good. But I guarantee you, Billy McKinney, he hits it high. He hits it far. Home run! Billy McKinney to the second deck. The Yankees now lead 3-0 on Christian Javier. Let's go! Gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And we're doing it here live in front of you fans. You get to see Jay with the sadness on his face that my white boy, Billy, the great McKinney, hits another home run, a solo home run to the second deck. The Yankees now lead 3-0 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Let's go, Yankees.
Hey, man, I'm going to give you your props, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. And I told you, man, Javier – it's like Framber Valdez, man. They've had an up and down year. Our pitching has had an up and down year, and I'm just looking for that consistency. And it's been hard to get that consistency.
John Stokes, you're gonna hear my mouth all night, brother. You're gonna hear. If there's one thing you don't know about me, when it's a Houston Astros versus Yankee game, you're gonna hear my mouth all damn night long, baby.
Hey, but when we come back, it'd be crazy.
That's what my mouth. Yeah, when they come back, that's when my mouth is quiet.
Be
I don't say nothing.
Like,
now on the batter box. Oh my God, Christian Javier has pitched 30. He's already at 30 pitches, and it's just the first inning.
Yeah.
30 pitches in the.
Like I said, man. Hey, sometimes he comes out, and sometimes Javi. I don't know, man. He's just having a weird year right now. I do that they're gonna have to start looking at him and being like, okay, at what point do we just pull this guy and be like, okay, this is just not your night, Javi. Before this game gets out of hand, maybe it's just not Javi's night, and let's go to our bullpen and let's get it going that direction, But
that's another thing, Jay. Is you don't want to go to your bullpen so early because if you go to your bullpen now so early, you have a 4-game set with the Yankees.
Well, then that's the thing, though. Can we put one of our for example, if Verlander is in there now, we got one surplus guy. Can we not just bring Brandon Bealock and be like, yo, Brad? Go on ahead and get in there, man. Take these licks and let's see where we can go. You know what I mean? Like we still have him on the. I don't know if he's on the roster now. If we had to cut him because I don't know if there's a roster limit or what have you. That's the only thing.
Hey, yo, John Suggs, right now, Jay's gonna need a bottle at this very moment. Jay needs the bottle. Isaiah Falefa on the batter box, hitting a .259. Actually had a really good July. He's actually been having a really good season after that mess up that he had in the middle of the center field when Harrison Bader was on the IL. But he's been having an actual good season. He just struck out looking. So that ends the inning in the bottom of the first, going to the top of the second now with Yordan Alvarez coming up. But the Yankees come out on fire and do some damage with the Giancarlo Stanton 2-run home run, and then followed up by the Billy McKinney solo home run to the second deck. I know Jay cannot wait for his team to bat because I know for a fact now he's more like, we need some hits now.
Oh, man. Hey, you know what? Now. Hey, you're right. We do. Hey, we do, damn it. Hey, I'm just salivating waiting for Alvarez. We got Alvarez, Abreu, and McCormick, which are three of our best hitters right there. I mean, oh, gosh. And then we got Myers, Maldonado to round out if they get that far. So
and I know Jay so well. If it's one thing Jay doesn't want, it's a loss to my Yankees, especially with the way the Yankees look right now. I tell you guys this right now, and I'm an honest man. I don't hold nothing back. I don't care what my emotions are like. I'll let you guys know. Before this game started, before this day had hit, I told Jay, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys swept us. I wouldn't be surprised you take 3 out of 4 from us. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I was telling Jay all of this because my Yankees are terrible. They're trash. They're really trash. Not pitching-wise. Pitching-wise, they're good. Bullpen, pitching-wise, they're good. Garrett Cole, phenomenal. Other starters can work a little bit better, especially Luis Severino. For some reason, he's still on the freaking roster. I don't know why. I don't know how. Thank God this is his final year because now he's showing that, Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone should not, bring him back next year, keep him on the free agency, and have somebody else get him. But bullpen-wise, we're phenomenal. It's our hitting and it's our scoring that are terrible. And if we could just turn it around, get some hits, score some runs, and like Jay said to me earlier before the show started, the Yankees can do something. We're still in it. We're only 3.5 games back from the wild card spot. 3.5 games back. And at this very moment, the Blue Jays are playing the O's. The Red Sox have a day off. So if the Yankees could get a win today, they tie with the Red Sox. If the Yankees could get some type of win of this series and this weekend, we can catch up to the Blue Jays. So we're not that far back from the wild card. It's just that I've lost so much.
You're correct. You're not.
It's just, Jay, I lost so much because we're in August. Why? Where in the hell did all this hitting have come from? Where's all this runs come from? Like, why you do it now? Why couldn't you do it 2 months ago? Why couldn't you do it last month? You do it now. Because now you look at the calendar and you look at the records and you look at the standings. You have to play good. You have to win all these games in order for you to get a wild card. You're not getting the division. You're not catching up to Baltimore. I know that for a fact. You're not catching up to Baltimore. So it's like, why do it now? Yordan Alvarez in the batter box, coming off the IL right now, hitting a .290. It is now 2-1, 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike. Hitting. Is he a switch hitter, Jay?
Not that I'm tracking. He's not. We don't have any switch hitters on the team.
Okay, so Alvarez hitting from the left.
Yeah.
Clark Smith delivers, throws a fastball, actually gets a strike.
Yeah, he's always hit from the left side. I've never seen him hit from the right side.
It is now 2 balls, 2 strike here at the top of the second. Like I said, last go around, Yankees lead right now 3-0 against Houston. Knocked away that no that Jay was hoping to get for the third time.
I just want the win. A no would be nice. I just want the win. Just give me the damn win. That's all I care about. Just give me the win. Shit.
On deck, Abreu. God, man. God. They're showing the ALDS from last year, where Yordan.
It looks like Alvarez did get on first. Looks like he got walked.
Yeah, he's probably gonna walk.
No, he walked. I'm watching. Man, for some reason, I swear, man, my TV is so slow, but my internet is quick as hell. So Apparently, though, I see he walked. So now it's going to come down to what does Abreu do?
Yep. Alvarez walks the first. Abreu's coming up. This is Clark.
Bro, and I don't even care if Abreu gets a home run. I just want him to get it. I just want him to get it on base. If a double, a single, whatever, a walk. Oh, I'll take a walk. And then let Chas McCormick come up and do what Chas does, baby. Let's go. Let's get back in this game. Damn.
First pitch to Abreu is a ball. He's hitting a .241 for the Astros. His first 54 games, 8 extra base hits, 1 home run, an OPS of 535. Since then, is downgraded. Tell me, Jay, is Abreu a guy that you thought this was a guy who was in the MVP conversation last year?
Yeah.
What happened with Abreu this year? Is it like
I think so. I think a lot of things happen. I think number one, he's a year older. I think number two, he's in a different league, or excuse me, not a different league, a different team. And then, he just came off to a slow start for what actually is in a different league because he came from the National League. So yeah, he's with a different team. So or a different league, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I think he's just, for whatever reason, he got off to a slow start. And I don't understand why. He's starting to heat up now. Now he's starting to heat up, which is fine. Look, if you're going to get off to a slow start, do it before the All-Star break. Don't do it after the All-Star break. For the love of goodness, don't do it after. If you're going to come on slow at the beginning, and then let's heat up and get ready for October. Because look, hey, Frankie, we are in the last third of the season. The last third, we are in the stretch run for the playoffs. We are currently in the stretch. So you better be heating up in the stretch. You better be doing those things in the stretch. Because if you're not doing it now, by the time you get to the playoffs, you're not going to do it in the playoffs either.
Yeah, and it is true. And it is true. And sometimes we do see that people heat up now. Abreu hits it right down the middle for a single. Jordan Alvarez goes to second. Abreu in first. So 2 men on, no outs here in the top of the second. Runner on first and second. Here comes Chad McCormick to the box. Can Clark Smith force a double play here? I do see a double play happening. I do. I honestly do.
Come on, Chaz. Do the dance. Hit the home run and do the dance, baby. God. I'll tell you what now. If he does that dance, I'm going to go in there and get some of that fresh guacamole.
And if it's one thing you can do at Yankee Stadium is hit home runs. He's third right now in the AL on OPS, hitting a 1.044. That's actually good. First pitch call a strike. Chas McCormick just looking straight down at it. But man, what a start to this game. I'm so excited. I'm hoping that we force a double play here. Here comes the second pitch, and it's wild out. A wild pitch. Runners advance to second and third.
Oh, sucky. Let's go.
God,
I'm not gonna get too crazy because they haven't scored yet, but it does make me a little excited to see that.
I don't know if it's just me, but Chas McCormick looked like a grown Jose Altuve. He looks like
you know what? I thought the same thing too. I was like, they kind of resemble each other a little bit. Like he could be his brother or something,
Oh, Chas McCormick hits down third base line, and it is foul. It looked like it was in, but it just went foul.
Jeez Louise.
I honestly thought that was in. It looked like it bounced over the third base, but the umpire at third base called it foul. I swear to you, the Yankees are not paying these umpires.
So since June 1st, hey, Frankie, since June 1st, Chas McCormick has hit 331 since June 1st.
Clark Smith just struck out. Chas McCormick, his third strikeout of the day. One out. Runners at second and third.
So now we got, I believe it should be Myers, Jake Myers.
Jake Myers, a center fielder, hitting a .232 on the year for the Astros.
Bro, at this point, I'll be happy if Myers just gets a base hit, and if we can just get 3-2 and go into the next inning, I'll be okay with that. If we can just get it to 3-2, let's go, man. That's a win right there.
Maldonado is on deck behind Myers. Base hit. Oh, no. He got out. And it's out. But with that, it's an RBI Yordan Alvarez scored. It is now 3-1.
Okay.
Abreu stays at second. IKF gets the ball, throws it to Jake Bauers at first base to force the out. So two outs here at the top of the second. 3-1 Yankees. Runner on second, and Maldonado is on the batter box.
Brett, I'm gonna take that too. And if Maldy can just get on base and just get a single and make it 3, like I said, if he can just get 3-2, I'll be happy. Even at 3-1, I'll be happy because it shows that they're offensively getting something going. So you know what? I'll take whatever they give, man. The fact as long as we're scoring runs in the inning. But again, Javi next inning, he cannot have another first inning, or that would be the end of it.
And we have a 1-1 count already. Maldonado hits a foul ball in the first pitch. Dusty Baker, they're showing Dusty Baker right now, 4th season as the Astros head coach, or as the Astros manager. They like to call them managers instead of coaches. Maldonado gets a base hit to left field. That's going to bring in Abreu. That brings in Abreu. It is now 3-2 New York Yankees on the lead with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Runner on first base now. Here comes Jose Altuve, who actually got a hit at the very first pitch in the start of this game. Can Clark Schmidt turn it around right here and control his mechanic? Jose Altuve obviously getting.
Can I get some Timmy Trumpet music, please? Can we just get a little Timmy Trumpet going?
No, we don't do that here, and we don't do that in Yankee Stadium.
Hey, I just need a little Timmy Trumpet. Can I get some Timmy Trumpet right now? I don't care if it is Edwin Diaz. Can I just get some Timmy Trumpet? Come on.
First pitch to Jose. He hits it to third base. IKF fields it, and Jose Altuve is out.
That's fine.
But as Jay wanted and Jay got it, they got 2 runs on 2 hits. Now being down by 1, it is 3-2 going to the bottom of the second. Man, do we have a very good game for you guys here tonight between the Yankees and the Astros. And I know for a fact Jay's not going to love me. Again, he's not going to love me if this team, my team wins. And, I understand it's just the first game of 4-game set. But when a team can win the first game of a series, that says a lot. It says a lot. Because especially when you have someone like Christian Javier on the mound.
Oh, I get it.
Especially when you have Yordan Alvarez and Jose Altuve in the lineup. I mean, this is what I wanted from Jay. I told Jay this. I said, listen, the best way to show that my team is ready is to play a healthy Astros team. And I'm glad that you guys are healthy right now.
Yeah, absolutely. The only other thing I wish right now, honestly, is that Urquidy was healthy, and I wish that Brantley was back on the field just to give us that other contact hitter. But, you can't cry over spilt milk. So the team that I have, the team that we're putting on the field is a quality team. So, you can't make excuses at this point. When you have a quality team out there, you got a quality team out there. And like I said, Frankie, you know this, man. We always play each other hard. Yankees, Astros, we always gear up for each other. No matter what, we always gear up for each other. And it's good. I never thought I would be saying I have a rivalry with New York Yankees, but I got a rivalry with the New York Yankees apparently. And I like it. And I'm in it. Hey, I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. What a time to be alive.
It's like this rivalry is slowly trying to take over the Boston Red Sox New York Yankees rivalry. I don't think that no other team or no other rivals can happen because I will always hate the Boston Red Sox, and Boston Red Sox fans would always hate us. It's a thing. It's just the Bambino curse. It's a thing. It's just happened since the early 1900s. But
you know what, though? But that's always fascinated about you, Frankie, is the fact that you can hate Boston in one sense and then love Boston in another sense. And you know what I'm talking about when I say the Patriots. You're like an anomaly to me. You're an anomaly.
It's more like, and I'm going to be real with you, it's more like when I see somebody wearing a Red Sox gear, I hate you. But if I see you wearing Patriots gear, man,
or Bruins, because now you're a Bruins fan.
Yeah, or Bruins. Yeah, well, I can't get fully into that because I just, got into it.
Yes, you can. Because last season, when it was regular season, before we got to the playoffs, you was all about them Bruins. Don't tell me you can't get into it. Because I know you can get into it.
Oh, yeah, I was into it. I mean, come on. our first year liking hockey, and my first year liking hockey. What better way to do it than witnessing history? I mean, I would have loved to see more history on winning a Stanley Cup, but hey, I got to witness a great season for the Bruins. Hoping next year will be better for them. Right now, Harrison Bader, our seventh batter, hitting a season high of not a season high. I apologize. Hitting on the season a .260. Right now, it is 1 ball, 2 strikes here at the bottom of the second with no outs. The Yankees leading 3-2. Javier pitching his 39th pitch right now. And Harrison Bader hits it high. He hits it high to left field, and it's not just enough. He gets the out on a pop-up in the left field.
Frankie, pull up that comment real quick, that last one. Yeah. Hey, Philly's was this Positive Philly Productions, man. Hey, just shoot a text message or a Facebook message to Unscripted Facebook page. That's probably the best way. Just send a message over to Facebook Unscripted Facebook page, and we'll get back with you. What a time to be alive. Holy cow.
Right now in the batter box, Anthony Volpe. This is a guy that I've been telling Jay, don't worry, you're going to find out who Anthony Volpe is. And he's turned his season around. He's hitting a .214 right now on his rookie year. And actually, he's been looking really, really good. So I'm right now excited to be live here with Jay as we get to witness Anthony Volpe against the Houston Astros. Right now, 1-1 count, 2-1 count now. Javier pitching over 40 right now. It's only 2 innings in. He's at 42 pitches, Jay.
Yeah, I think if we get 5 innings out of Javier, if I'm Dusty and I get 5 out of Javier, I'm good with that.
Anthony Volpe hits it straight down the middle, not enough. As who's your center fielder? Myers.
Oh, it's Myers. Myers is out there. McCormick, I think, is in. I think he's in right, and then Tucker's in right. McCormick should be in left.
Yeah. So a quick 2 outs right there, 2 fly outs, 1 to left field, and the second one to center. Here comes Ben Rovert, our catcher, and our number 9 hitter. Not really fond of him. He's right now hitting a .150. This is a guy who had gotten called up earlier in the season for just a couple of games when Jose Trevino was hurt. Got called back down to AAA when Jose Trevino came back. And now that when Jose Trevino announced that he will be getting a wrist surgery and being out for the rest of the year, they called Ben back up. So I mean, the 150 is it's like a he type thing because you can't I can't give much to him. He hasn't been in the major leagues through this entire season. I can only be excited on what he gets. Right now it's a 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. The bottom of the second, Yankees lead it 3-2. 46 pitches for Javier. It will be nice, like Jay said, it would be nice for Javier to get out of here with the under 50 pitches. And that's the one thing that the Yankees like to do. I don't want to keep putting good thoughts to the Yankee fans about the New York Yankees because honestly, you shouldn't have that. These guys are absolutely horrible when it comes to hitting. But the one thing that I do give to them, excuse me, is they make the pitchers work. They really do, and you can see it right here. They're making Javier work close to 50 pitches and only 2 innings in. So the one thing that the Yankees like to do is make the pitchers work, and I feel like if you could continue to do that and quickly go to the bullpen, knowing that the Houston Astros this year have one of the not the best, but also not the worst bullpen. They're kind of like how should I say this? A normal type of bullpen. Their ERA is good, but it is also not bad. I mean, if the Yankees can get to the bullpen, I feel like they'll be more comfortable, and I feel like Jay doesn't want that. Jay don't.
No, hell no, I don't want y'all getting comfortable. And here's the thing, Frankie, and you know this, and I'm going to tell you truthfully, man. You know what? Here's the deal. And I hate that. Everybody knows I hate the Yankees.
It's a walk for Ben Rovert with 2 outs here at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, we got a walk. Son of a gun.
So go ahead.
Here's the deal about everybody knows I hate the Yankees. I hate the Yankees. And I guarantee you, Frankie hates the Astros. That's why it's called a rivalry. But here's the deal. A team like the Yankees, when you're in that moment where you don't know if you have it or you don't have it, the momentum or don't have the momentum. Hey, Mel, chill. doing a show. I don't know what you're saying over there, but it's distracting me. Man, my wife walked around singing some Vita Loca stuff like she Ricky Martin or something. Hey, here's the deal, man. You gotta beat a team that's high level. In other words, you gotta beat Orioles. You gotta beat a Tampa Bay. You gotta beat a team like Houston. What I mean by that, you don't have to necessarily sweep it. If you sweep it, that's great. But if you can win those series, those are the series that can pump your team up and give your team that confidence. Say, you know what, we can do this. Let's go. And once a team gets infected like that, it's anybody's game at that point. You know what I'm saying? So those are what you got to stack up. You don't need to be playing these crappy teams because playing crappy teams is not going to get you ready for the postseason. When you play these good teams and you beat these good teams in the series, that's what amps up your team, and that's what gives your team confidence that they can go into this and actually do some damage.
Yeah, I agree. Jake Bowers pops up, and Kyle Tucker comes in and gets the out within 52 pitches within the first 2 innings for Javier. Astros coming up to bat. I apologize. Astros coming up to bat right now. 3-2 Yankees lead going to the top of the third. Man, who you guys got coming up? Oh, Pena's coming up to lead off.
Pena's coming up right now. Then we should be having Pena,
Bregman, and Tucker will be.
Thank you. It's so weird because I'm not used to Tucker being in this high up in the lineup, and it always messes me up because I'm always used to having, Altuve lead it off, Pena, Bregman, and then we get Alvarez. I'm not used to Tucker sliding up, and then it messes me up every time. And so, yeah. But anyway, what time to be alive? Hey, Frankie, you ready for part 2 now? You ready for this inning? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm stoked. After we did last inning and what you guys did the first inning, it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good series. Honestly, I'm just waiting for Verlander, and I hope, and I don't know if this is gonna happen, Frankie. I don't think it's in the stars, but I would love to see Verlander go up against Cole.
Yeah, I would.
Like,
too,
honestly,
I would too. But we're not gonna get it because Garrett Cole went and pitched yesterday.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You're right. We won't. Well, I don't know. Garrett Cole pitches what, once every 3 or once every 4, right?
Yeah, once every 4. Or
we could see him at the last game of the season. I mean, the last game of the series, though. I don't know if Dusty's going to put Verlander at the end of the series just to match up against Cole, but I think we should see Cole at the end of the series, wouldn't we?
No. Because he pitched last night, you won't see Cole this series. Tonight we have Clark Schmidt on the mound. Tomorrow we'll have Luis Severino on the mound. Nestor Cortez is coming back from the IL. He'll be on the mound on Saturday, and followed up with Carlos Rodon on Sunday. Will be on the mound.
Wow, you're right. We won't get Cole back. Damn.
No, but we are going to Houston. I think it's sometime in September.
Yeah, you do go to Houston in September.
Hopefully you see Garrett Cole in September. Jeremy Pena, ground ball to shortstop. Anthony Volpe for the first out. Here's Kyle Tucker. Oh, so we got it backwards. It's Kyle Tucker, and then it's Alex Bregman.
Either way, I mean, you're gonna see these dudes no matter what. Yeah, so you're right. You're right, though.
1 out here on the top of the third. Yankees lead it 3-2. Right now, Kyle Tucker in 0 for 1. His second go around here against Clark Schmidt. First pitch is a ball. Second is a strike. So now it's 1-1. But man, I'm really pumped right now that this game came on a Thursday. I'm really glad that this game started off on an unscripted night, aka / Frankie the Yankee Show takeover. Man.
Hey, that's all right.
I'm also glad, Jay, that it's you and me right now, because let's be realistic here. If Logan was here, we wouldn't be getting this much excitement. People wouldn't get this much excitement between.
It'd be Jay. My Atlanta Braves, Jay. They got to win the other day, and by the time you wake up, the damn game's over. No, I'm kidding. That's not how you are. That's just me exaggerating.
And we give it to the Braves. The Braves are right now the hottest team in baseball. They're actually the best team in baseball currently right now. But let's be real, Jay. does the best team in baseball with the best record always ends up winning the World
Hell
Series?
no.
'Cause I don't think so. I think last year the Yankees were the best until after the All-Star break, and
I
then,
believe the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers actually had the number one spot last
yes,
year.
the Dodgers had the best record last year.
When we went into postseason, it was the Dodgers at number one. I think Astros were at number two, and I think you guys might have been right at three or somewhere in that neighborhood. I know
No,
the
we
Yankees
went
were
down.
top five.
Yeah, we were down. I think we dropped down in like number 5. We dropped.
And I forget who. I forget. I mean, was it Logan that slipped up in the top 5?
Yeah. Logan slipped up in the top 3. And what
You
a
saw,
quick
you saw that word. Where did he get Logan?
What a quick 1-2-3 inning for Clark Schmidt right there.
Oh.
All ground balls from Jeremy Pena to Alex Bregman. What a great third inning for Clark Schmidt right there. To bounce back from that terrible second inning, giving up 2 runs. He bounced back on his mechanic really well this inning, and now Jay has to sit back and enjoy watching the Yankees bat. Because
that's what I'm saying. So we're going to go to your next 3, and then we got Bregman, Alvarez, Abreu, McCormick, the next 4 batters up next go around. So, hey, what do they always say? Rinse, recycle, repeat. Okay,
exactly.
Let's rinse, recycle, repeat the bottom of the first.
Exactly.
Top of the second. Top of the second.
But no, you're right though. You're right. Let's do that. Rinse, recycle.
No, not on your side. That doesn't work. No, that only works for the Astros.
Happen. It's gonna happen. You want to know why? Because Aaron Judge is coming to lead off.
Hey, and that's only for the Astros. That's not for the Yankees. I hope you guys go down on a flaming balls of torn Achilles. No, I don't. I don't wish that on nobody.
Aaron Judge leading off, followed by Gleyber Torres, followed by Giancarlo Stanton, and then followed by Billy McKinney. Ooh, Jay's nervous right now. He's like,
all I'm saying is if Aaron Judge stumps his toe and is out the rest of the game, I'm not going to be upset.
I don't think he will. And I pointed this out to my wife a couple of days ago when I watched Aaron Judge play against Tampa. He's got this thing on his foot that I haven't seen any other baseball player wear. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. He's got this thing. He's got like this.
To Mel. That's code for I need more liquor. And then she did it back to me, and I said, "No, I got the first. Just you're trying to get the second." These women are always trying to get one over on us.
Mel, if you can hear me, just bring Jay the whole bottle. He's gonna need it by the end of this inning.
Frankie said, Mel, just bring Jay the whole bottle. He's gonna need it because the Astros are not gonna win. He's saying,
"No, I need it. I need it because I'm going to tell you, there's no such thing as tired like teacher tired."
You're also going to need it because there's no such thing as dealing with the loser Jay than watching his team lose.
Now go make my guacamole.
You don't talk to her like that. You say please.
Hey, no. I did. I gave her a nice card this morning that said all the things I love and appreciate about her. So I'm in good graces. I got extra credit points to work with today, Frankie. But I don't know, man. Hey, look. I know right now you're riding the high wave of being on top right now, man. But there's a lot of baseball left to be played today, Frankie.
There really is.
All I got to do is get into your bullpen. Who do you think? Hey, let me ask you this. Let's play the game of what if for the Yankees. When Schmidt gets relieved, who do you think they bring in? If you're guessing who you would bring in, who would you bring in to relieve to carry on this game?
Aaron Judge pops out and he's out. After Clark Schmidt, especially in a game like this, I mean, you don't want to go to your best guys right away.
Right.
But if it's a close game like this and it continues to hold on like this, when Clark Schmidt come out, I think the first person to come out the bullpen will possibly be Michael King. Michael King will probably come out.
Oh, you want King? I don't like King. You like King? I don't like King, man.
I like King. I just think Michael King has had like a little slump in the last couple of weeks.
Bro, you know what? I like Michael King. Like you would probably like you would like Stanek. I forget that dude's first name. His last name was Stanek. I think it's Ryan. But either way, Stanek. God, he was so good last year, Frankie. Stanek was so good. He was like ice cold. I could count on him. This year, Frankie, he's just terrible. Just like Montero. Montero was ice cold last season. This season, I don't know. But luckily, we got Maton, we got Neris, we got Abreu, and now we got Graveman. So now it gives me some hope for the Astros bullpen. But there's a few guys in there, Frankie, that I'm not so sure about.
Also tonight here at Yankee Stadium, if you went to the Yankees game, first 18,000, first 18,000 fans. Gleyber Torres hits a base hit short to center field, getting on base with one out here at the bottom of the third. One on, one out, 3-2 Yankees lead. Javier going to 60 pitches, and here comes Giancarlo Stanton. But if you went to the Yankees game tonight and you were the first 18,000 fans, congratulations. You are now owning a basketball Aaron Judge New York Yankees jersey, as they were giving away Aaron Judge basketball jerseys tonight in the stadium for the first 18,000 fans. I wish I went to the game because I would have loved to get an Aaron Judge basketball jersey to follow up with my Aaron Judge Yankees jersey.
Hey, that wouldn't be bad either, honestly. Not a bad idea.
Giancarlo Stanton swings at the first pitch, and it's popped back foul. Right now, with 0 balls.
Man, I thought he might have caught that. I was hoping he would be able to catch that, but it hit off the netting.
Oh man, you don't want if Stan hits another home run here, I might have to. Honestly, I might have to change my theory on Giancarlo. I really
no,
am.
you're not. You're not going to change it like that.
You know what? You're right. I'm probably not.
But no, you're not going to go all the way. But it does open the door for possibilities.
Yes. I'm not open the door just yet. I'll probably be like, behind 20 fans, up close to that door, possibly reaching to that doorknob and twisting it and opening it, maybe, just maybe. but I'm behind 20 people before I try and reach for that door. That's how.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. I got you. I definitely got you.
But it's like it's because the last 2 days, Giancarlo had this chance, right? He had something where he can do something. Yeah. He could have won us the game against Tampa. Look, he just struck out just now. See? You see? So he gets the 1 home run, the 2 home run in the first, and now he's striking out. Like, it's not a consistent thing. Like, I can't stand this man.
But sometimes it is hard to get back-to-back home runs in the game. I mean, but I do think what you're saying is not that you need a back-to-back home run. You just need him to get on base.
Yeah.
So if he gets on base, you're looking at that as like a win-win.
Exactly, and that's why his batting average is so low, because he's so forceful with his swings. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. When he's so forceful with his swings, it's like he wants to hit the home run. Stop focusing on the home run, man. We know what you can do. We know that you're a power hitter that literally don't have to, hit the ball so high for it to go out. You literally can hit it so hard like a bullet and it's going to go out. Just get some base hits. Get your batting average to a better number, because all you're doing is forcing yourself to hit home runs. No, if you can get on base, we would right now have a runner on first and second with just 1 out. Instead, now we have 1 runner on in first base with 2 outs. But Billy McKinney's up. He's 1 for 1 right now. He also is the one who hit a solo home run in the first inning. Right now it's 2 balls, 0 strike. 65 pitches in 3 innings. 66. 66 pitches in 3 innings. Jay, when do you think it's time for Dusty Baker to go out there and pull the plug?
So if I'm Dusty at this point, I'm not pulling the plug just yet, because like you said, we got a 4-game series, so we do have to be responsible a little bit. So I think you give him 1 more inning. I think he has enough for 1 more inning in the tank. He's 2 outs right now. If we can just get out of this inning at 70 or less, then I think we go 1 more inning with him, and then however he does in the 4th, I think we'll reevaluate for the 5th. And then, if he starts to struggle in the 5th, then you go ahead and go to your bullpen. But we have, like you said, I agree with you actually on that thought. We got to get at least 1 more inning out of this guy to give ourselves a chance for the rest of the series. We got to go 1 more.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Got to go at least 1 more inning.
And I'm not, you know me, I'm not a Houston guy. Like you said earlier, I hate the Houston Astros just as you hate the New York Yankees. I hate these guys. And I'm not a big I'm not a big Javier follower. I'm not a big, Javier fan. But let me ask you this. What number can Javier pitch to? Is he like in the 100 range? Is he in the high?
He can. I think Javi can.
Does that count as a stolen base? Oh my God! What a great leadoff!
I think Javi can go 100 pitches, but I think Dusty would probably be more happy at the 85 to 95 range. I don't know that. I think the only way Javi would get to the 100 pitch range is if he's looking at a no and his stuff is just on point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think we're looking at 70. I think we're looking at 85, 95, depending on his command. If he has good command in the mid 70s, then I think we're looking at 85, 95. That's what I think we're looking at. But if his command stays kind of the way it is right now, I think we get one more inning, maybe an inning and a half, and then it's time to start hitting up the bullpen.
And you need to. As you say, you need to. Right now, Javier is pitching at my favorite number. He's at 69 pitches. To Billy McKinney, who's right now 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. John Suggs saying around 77 for Javier before you pull the plug and go to the bullpen.
Yeah.
And
again, I'm okay with that. I see what you're talking. If his command, isn't there, then I think 77's got to be it. I don't even know if there's an exact number on that. If his command isn't there at, going into the 5th, I think you got to pull him and you got to go to your reliever. And they're looking at possibly like I said, I don't know if Brandon Belak is on the roster right now because I haven't seen the actual roster since Verlander got added. So I don't know what they did with Brandon Belak. But I think I'd be looking at Brandon Belak for a spot 1 or 2 inning fill in and let's go.
Well, Javier got out of the inning there, striking out Billy McKinney with a strikeout looking. Billy McKinney, seeing that Gleyber Torres was trying to run and steal for second, decided not to swing. But Javier literally just got it in there. I can't get mad at it because it was in the box. It's a strike. It counts as a strike. If it was outside the box and he called a strike, you'll be hearing me talking that shit. But since it was,
I was about to say, Frankie.
Yeah, you can.
Come on, let's get it real. You must be talking shit.
I'm watching it. If it was outside the box and he called a strike, I would be using it. I would be flipping. But because
I know you would. That's Frankie. I've known you for a hot minute now, and I know exactly what's going to trigger you and not trigger you.
But as being such a fan, it was in there. It was a strike, and this is why I say, when you see a runner, attempting for one, you have it's 3-1, 3 balls, 2 strikes. I said 3-1, 3-2, 3
right.
Full count. When you see the guy running, let him run. But still swing the goddamn bat. If it's foul, it's foul. You have another opportunity. Right. You have another opportunity. Don't just sit there and look because Javier, he's such a good pitcher. He knows where the zone is. He knows what to get it into. So, you have to swing at it. You can't just sit there and look at it, especially when you're up at a full count. It's mind-blowing, man. Swing the goddamn bat.
You're not ever going to bunt when you got 2 outs. I get that. But it seems to me that the bunt has become a lost art form. There are a few batters that can still lay down a really good bunt, but is it just me or has the bunt really kind of gone away? It's like a lost art form.
Yeah, it has gone away, and not only just like in regular innings, Jay. I even say it to my wife, who's not even a baseball fan. I say it to my wife when it comes to extra innings, and you have a runner on second. That very first batter that comes to the batting box should be a bunt. It should be a bunt no matter what.
Absolutely.
You want to advance that runner from second to third. So that way, when the next batter comes up, all he has to do is pop up the fly out. Once he pops up that fly out, you're scoring that run. So the first batter, what he has to do is bunt. We don't even see that anymore. So when you see that they're eliminating,
and you know what? That's the thing, though, Frankie. Once they did away with the shift, I thought we would see, and we got more into contact hitting, and not so much in the long ball. Obviously, we still do the long ball. By the way, Mike Hughes, I love you, brother. But since you got away from the long ball, why are we? A good bunt, like a good bunt, would be down the right field line, left field line, maybe about a foot off, and it would be that slow transitioning bunt. You know what I'm talking about? The one where people don't know quite how to react, but they react. But by the time you react, either the guy's gotten to third or maybe you got a Michael Bourne, or what's the new guy for Cincinnati, Ellie Nelly, whatever that dude is, De La Cruz, that can do track-like speed. I mean, I miss the old school baseball where the bunt was a huge weapon that you could use, like you said, when you got one out and you got a guy on second. Come on, let's go.
I know they're out of the race for the wild card, but what has the Royals done these last 6 games? Man, look like a total different team. They're still trash, though. I agree, but let's be real. Let's be real, John Sugg. They're playing the New York Mets. The New York Mets is trash themselves. I know the games before that they won. I'm not really 100% sure on who they faced before, but we sometimes see this happen when a trade deadline comes. We sometimes see some of the worst teams end up turning around. Look at the Baltimore Orioles. They were one of the worst teams last year, and Yordan Alvarez hits a fly ball to right field, followed by a Giancarlo Stanton catch, 1 out here at the top of the fourth. I apologize, with the 3-2 Yankee lead. Clark Schmidt only at 54 pitches compared to Javier, who's almost close to 80. But we've seen this, John. We've seen this with teams. We've seen this last year with Baltimore when they traded away Trey Mancini, and bringing up all these young people from the minor leagues. We said that this team was going to be something different come this year, and our theory came true. The Baltimore Orioles are doing something that nobody thought that they can do. They can become one of the first teams that had a 100 losing season last year and possibly get a 100 winning season this year. We can see, it's a possibility. So sometimes when the trade deadlines come around and it's gone, it can either be good for your team and it can be bad for your team. You can trade away best players, but also get some minor league players, and it'd be good for your team. Sometimes that happens for shitty teams. Clark Schmidt hits Abreu, so he got hit by a pitch and got a runner on first with 1 out here.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take a hit by pitch as long as Abreu.
Chas McCormick hits it to shortstop. 1 and 2, double play.
It happens. It happens.
You talk too soon, Jay. You talk too
soon. No, that's
soon.
all right. No, my TV's just slow.
You talk too soon. Hey, I'll take it. You know what I'll take? I'll take the 5-3 double play, baby.
Hey, I don't blame you. Hey, I feel you, dude. I feel you. The Twins are a good team. No. The Twins are a decent team in a crappy division.
Exactly.
They're a decent team. They're not bad. They're decent. But
John, let's be real, John. Let's be real, John. And Jay, you can follow up with me. You can correct me. You can say that I'm wrong. But let's be real. The Yankees are so bad right now, and I said this to Jay a couple weeks ago. The Yankees are so bad right now hitting, not pitching, but hitting. But, we look so bad on records and stats that if the Yankees were in their division, we would be first place right now in their division. And
you're actually really not lying because you're at 56 and 52, and they're at 55 and 54. So you got a 519 win percentage and Minnesota's got a 505. So basically, what we're saying is the last place person in the division of the East is first place in the Central. What a time to be alive!
Exactly.
To be alive.
So the Twins are good, but they're mediocre good. They're in a trash division to where nobody even counts it. Nobody counts. It's kind of like the Reds division. Nobody cares about it because everybody in that division is trash.
You know what? Hey, look, y'all, for a long time, I have taken a lot of heat about how y'all thought the West was the crappiest division in the league, in the American League. But I think now the Central has taken over.
Oh, yeah, the Central's took it over.
The Central now has that crap. But I'm going to give it up. You guys are still the number one division in the AL side of life. No doubt about it. Nobody's going to deny that. But I will tell you this, we are right behind you. We're not too far behind because we got 2 out of the 5, and you got 3 out of the 5. So it's not like you know what I'm saying? If Seattle could ever get their act together, we probably could do as well as you guys are doing. Seattle still has some issues. And God knows the A's. Holy crap, the A's. Jeez Louise. And the Angels. I don't know, man. The Angels are a weird team. It's like they want to be good. They could be good, but yet they never are good. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how you root for the Angels because it's such a weird team.
Yeah.
In one sense, you think they might be able to do something, and then another sense, you're like, okay, nah, they're still Anaheim.
And they did make a kind of like I wouldn't say a cannonball splash, maybe like a belly flop splash. In
That was where you getting Bali from.
maybe a belly flop. You know, I'm gonna put it together.
Yeah.
A belly flop in the pool kind of splash is what they did. Deciding to take Shohei Ohtani off the market, and actually bringing some pieces and building some pieces around him to try and at least get into the wild card, because they're not that far out.
But you know what? Hey, real quick. Just to what you were saying a minute ago about the Twins, I just want to add a caveat onto that. Just so you know, Texas, Houston, Seattle, LA has a .514 win percentage. Even LA could be number one in the Central. The only team that could be number one in the Central, unfortunately, is the Oakland A's.
That's just horrible. That's just
Wow.
horrible. And I'm gonna be real. Last year, I always said to Jay, your division is the worst division, because if you looked at it last year, before this year came around, Houston owned that division. Houston literally owned that division. You're talking about a team that literally, I know Jay knows all the stats. I don't know how many divisions titles they got, but from 2015 to last year, or even now, Houston has owned that division. And Houston, literally last year and this year started at the bottom and worked their way right back up to the top. Only being a half game behind Texas right now. But man, I've always said that your division was trash, and this year they changed it around. I still think, and I'm going to say, I still think your division is trash.
But no, hold on. Before you say that, I want to throw one tidbit of information in there at you. And then after I give you this tidbit of information, I want you then to reassess. I feel like you need to reassess my division, because right now, do you know who you're equal to in terms of record? And I know you don't want to hear this, and you're going to hate me for saying it.
Seattle.
You're equal to Mickey Delaney right now. You and Mickey Delaney, y'all are like stepsisters or stepbrothers.
Stepsisters, how dare you?
Okay, but again, your record is the same. So let that sink in for a minute. We may be a trash division, but you're equal to Mickey Delaney at this point. Let that just sink in for a minute.
That is true. But you know what's funny about that is we have the same record as Mickey Delaney, yet we beat them in series twice this year. We beat them in the series twice. So if we were in your division, they would still be under us.
True.
They would still be under us. So I get what you're saying. Yes, I get what you're saying. But at the end of the day,
I can't take that away from you. I can't take that away from you. And I'm not going to try to, because that would be wrong. So I'm going to absolutely unequivocally agree with you. But to say, and let's be honest, Frankie, if your only defense is that you're fractional points ahead of them, come on, bro. Come on.
I mean, that's what
just accept the fact. Hey, look, just accept the fact that you're still equal to Mickey Delaney right now. I get what you're saying, but you're still equal.
But and I'm not, and you know what?
And if you get to like 600 or 700 in your basis points, and he's at 500 or whatever, then you can make that claim. But right now, Bubba, you still about the same.
But and you know, and I agreed with you. I said that before. I said, yeah, you're right. We're tied with them, and I've seen it. We're tied with Seattle. But at the end of the day, what comes down to it? It comes down to matchups in series matchups. That's what it comes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I get what you're saying. And if you met Mickey, if you somehow got back into the playoffs, and he got into play, whatever, and y'all met each other, I mean, that honestly, I think that'd be a really good series. To be honest with you, I think I can see strengths on both ends.
Anthony Volpe walks his second time around. Something about Javier. He gets 2 outs and then he walks a batter. This is his
I agree. I totally agree with you.
Doing it. And he's already at 83 pitches, so he's already over the mark of what John said.
Yeah, you know what? I hate to say it, but at this point, I think Dusty needs to pull him. I think Dusty needs to have his – he should have already had his bullpen warming up, honestly. At this point, Dusty should have had somebody in the bullpen warming up. And I don't think Duck has anybody in the bullpen warming up. And that kind of makes me a little nervous.
Ben Rodvert right now batting with.
You can't even say that guy's name. Don't worry, I can't say his name either. It's a weird name. Let's just say Catcher R. Catcher R is up to bat.
Let's go. Batter number 9 R.
Batter number 9 is up.
Batter number 9 Ben. That's what I'm gonna call him. Batter number 9 Ben. He always bats number 9. Always. I feel like the catcher, and I feel like it's not just with my team. It's also your team too. Our catcher.
Bro, I know. You already tell me something I don't know. Trust me.
Like catcher's always at number 9. So I'm just gonna say batter number 9 Ben. He just hit a fly out over to Kyle Tucker, so that ends the inning for Javier. Now with you guys coming up to bat.
Yeah, if Javier comes out next inning, I will be upset because at this point he's way in that range right now. And right now, okay, Dustin, it's time to hit the bullpen, Bubba. It really honestly is because what would you do, Frankie? What would you do at this point? If you're Dusty, what would you do?
Hold on, I'm gonna answer this. He says Oakland don't have not one pitcher that's worth a crap. What is Yankees' excuse? But let me tell you this, John. My pitching is way better than Oakland's. My pitching is actually good. So I don't know what kind of baseball you're watching. I don't know if you're just trying to talk shit out of your ass, but clearly you're not knowing what the Yankees are about. Our pitching isn't terrible, and I don't know how many times I got to say this in a season.
We got to go through that many.
But I don't know how many times I got to say this in a season. But the Yankees' problem is not pitching. The Yankees' problem is hitting. It's hitting. They can't hit well. They can't get base.
And you're not lying. You're not lying. Honestly, you're not lying. And John Suggs, everybody knows. Look, Frankie, let me just advocate for the Yankees. And I freaking hate the Yankees. I hate the freaking. It's war. But it's a truth be known. You do have a good ERA. Your pitching ERA is still one of the best. So you can't. The one thing I will say about the Yankees, you cannot knock their bullpen. You can't knock their pitching. Like Frankie said, it's all about the hitting. At this point, it's all about the hit because they do. I mean, I hate to say that, but if you look at the numbers, they're there. I hate that. I hate to say that about the Yankees.
It really is. And he said the Yankees need to get rid of Josh Donaldson. Trust me, bro. I've been saying now. I've been saying this for 2 years now. Everything that you're trying to say to me is not going to get me upset because everything you're trying to say right now is everything that I already admitted to saying. We needed to get rid of Josh Donaldson. We needed to get rid of Giancarlo Stanton. The Yankees somehow, some way don't want to. But I get it because if you get rid of Josh Donaldson, the Yankees are going to have to eat up so much money of that contract. So it might as well just let him ride the bench. He's on the injured list right now, so he's not playing at all, and he's probably not coming back for this season. And I guarantee you, I promise you, Jay, I'm saying it right here, right now at 8:34 p.m. on August 3rd, Josh Donaldson will not be a New York Yankee come next year. He will not. He will not be a New York Yankee come next year. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And if I have to fly to the headquarters of the New York Yankees and talk to Mr. Hal Steinberg, I guarantee you Josh Donaldson will not be a New York Yankee wearing pinstripes next year. I guarantee it.
Hey, just so you're tracking, I looked at the Astros revised depth chart for pitching, and so our rotation is basically this. Our number 1 guy clearly is Verlander. Our number 2 guy is Framber Valdez. Our number 3 in the rotation is Hunter Brown. Number 4 is Christian Javier. And for some reason, they decided to put Jose Urquidy at the 5th spot, but that kind of tells me, is Urquidy getting ready to come back? Because he's been down in Sugar Land in the minor league AAA system on his rehab assignment. So now I'm wondering, well, damn, is Urquidy getting ready to get back up into this? And if so, but hold on, let me say this. If so, I have a real problem with this. I don't have a problem with Urquidy being the 5th spot. What I have a problem with is them putting Hunter Brown at the 3rd spot when clearly JP France is pitching and his ERA shows to be better than Hunter Brown, but yet he's not in the 3rd spot. And I don't understand how a guy who has a 2.38 ERA since June 1st is not in your 3rd spot in the rotation. Can somebody please explain that to me?
Yeah, I can tell you. I can tell you real easy. And I'm not saying it, to just be an ass and to hate the Astros, but I'm going to be real with you. It's because he's a rookie, Jay. And
Well,
honestly,
hell, Hunter Brown only had like 4 starts last year. How much? I mean, he's kind of on his rookie deal, kind of too. I mean, you could say it's a sophomore year if you want. If you want to go that route and say that 4 starts last year constitutes him as a sophomore, okay. Technically, you're right. But in my mind, he's still a damn rookie.
So Clark Smith just struck out Jake Myers. That's his 4th strikeout of the game. His numbers are actually looking phenomenal right now. Only at 65 pitches within 5 innings. 65 pitches in 5 innings, Jay. This is not something you see from the Yankees pitching against the Houston Astros. Normally, the Astros make the Yankees
but what does that
work.
tell you? That just kind of tells you that Houston's hitting's gone a little cold.
Yeah, it really has. Either they've been
honestly,
ground balls. And let's be real, last inning, and I said it last inning, he went through a clean 1-2-3 inning. Three straight ground balls. 3 straight ground balls. So, I mean, Clark Smith had turned it around. He turned his game around the last couple of games. He really has. He was horrible in the start of the season, but he's turned it around the last couple of games. And he's playing absolutely phenomenal. He's right now ahead of the count 0-2 against Maldonado. With 1 out, Yankees leading 3-2 here. I want to answer John Suggs' question real quick. He said, what do you think of moving on from Oswaldo Cabrera? I'm going to be real with you, John. I like Oswaldo Cabrera. I think he had a phenomenal rookie year last year. This year, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if it's like, he had too much on his shoulders to show out for the Yankees. But also another thing is the Yankees are sending him down and bringing him up too much. And like I said to Jay at the beginning of the show, this is his 4th time, probably his 5th time getting called up back to being in the Yankees dugout. And the only reason is for that is because of Anthony Rizzo being on the IL. So, I mean, this is like his 4th or 5th time getting called up from the minor leagues. And when that happens a lot, that's tiring. That's tiring, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Literally, it's tiring. You get on a plane, you fly to New York. You get sent back down, you get on the plane, you get sent back to Tampa. It's tiring. It really is. So, I say I wouldn't move on from Oswaldo Cabrera, but give the man a year or give him a solid year without sending him down. All right, let him play an entire season. If he's terrible the entire season, then that's when you move on from him. You try and find a trade that somebody would take from him or something like that. But for right now, I would not move on from Oswaldo Cabrera. Yes, the pitch count is now 2-2. But you know what? That's what we do. That's what Clark Schmidt does. He gets ahead of the count 0-2, and then he pitches outside the zone to try and make the batter chase. That's what baseball is all about. I don't understand how that pitch wasn't a strike. It was a little low, a little low.
You know what's interesting to me? So we're giving you guys Javier tonight. Tomorrow night we give you Hunter Brown. But then when I look at that Saturday and Sunday, we have nobody listed against Cortez or Rodon. If I'm them, if I'm the Astros, I'm gonna put Verlander in behind Brown against Cortez, and then I'm gonna come back with JP France on Sunday against Rodon, and that's how I would do that. And then they're gonna roll back into Valdez in the next series against Baltimore. But if I'm the Astros, I'm gonna throw Verlander in there after Hunter Brown on Saturday. I'm talking about Verlander on Saturday, and then I'm gonna throw JP France in there on Sunday, and we're gonna call it good on the Yankees series with that rotation.
Yeah, and we did talk about that before we got on the show today. We talked about that privately because we also talked that, you guys had undecided pitchers for Saturday and Sunday. And we did say, it'll be best for them to go Verlander, JP France. Look, me agreeing with Jay on who they think should pitch against my team, it's mind-blowing to me. But that's the way you should
agree. So the fact that we agreed on something, I feel like I want to pin this episode and put it on my wall and be like, this is the episode that I never thought me and Frank would agree on some stuff.
Right. No, but
and hopefully the Astros will get this win tonight. But if not, then Frank is going to get this and say, yo, Jay, we agreed, but also I got the
win. Runner on first base, Maldonado got a hit in between third and short. So he's on first base right now with Jose Altuve up in the batter box. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-2 Yankees lead here in the top of the 5th. 75 pitches for Clark Smith. Altuve is 1 for 2 right now with a 2-2 count now that he hit it, and it went foul ball to the right side of the field. But I want to say this. because we were talking about it like literally 2 seconds ago. You guys undecided, and you just said it's a possibility that Urquidy might come back up. And it's a possibility if he comes up that he probably pitches Saturday or Sunday. It honestly is. If he comes back up, he possibly pitches Saturday or Sunday, which is why it's undecided. Because if he comes back up, he could pitch Saturday. You can have Verlander pitch Sunday. He can come back. You can have Verlander pitch Saturday. You can have Urquidy pitch Sunday. It's a possibility. Right now, the Yankees bullpen is warming up. Wandy Peralta is actually warming up. So there goes my theory, thinking that Michael King might come out. Instead, they bring in the lefty, or they're going to warm up the lefty, Wandy Peralta. Jose Altuve hits the ground ball to third. First, we only got one out, and Jose Altuve makes it to second. Or Jose Altuve makes it to first safely with Gleyber Torres. Little, he didn't throw it right away, Jay. He caught the ball, got the out, and he hesitated for a second there. Then he decides to throw it, which is just dumb. Just dumb. Like, don't hesitate.
No, you know what, though? And let me ask you this. And this is always, I always say, pitching depth, pitching depth is a great thing to have. It really is. I just don't know who you put in, because look, when Urquidy comes back, we got 5 guys. He'll slot it at number 5, but that still puts J.P. France. I guess at that point we would put him at number 6 in the rotation.
If I was the Astros, really, if I really was the Astros, Jay, I would have, and this is how my lineup will be: Justin Verlander 1, Valdez at number 2, Javier at number 3, J.P. France at number 4. Oh no, J.P. France at number 5, Urquidy number 4.
I like that. I'm good. And I put Hunter Brown down in the rotation.
Exactly, and I will put Hunter Brown in the bullpen.
Exactly. I'm down with that.
Because if you can get Hunter Brown, who actually plays starting, who's actually a starter pitcher, if you can get him in the bullpen, he gives you a good solid about 4 innings.
So, hey, Frankie, I did look at the Astros roster, and when we brought in Verlander, it was Brandon Belock, which I'm okay with, by the way. It was Brandon Belock that got designated for assignment back to the minors. So, Belock is back in the minors, and that created the room for Verlander. So, everybody that I just mentioned, everybody we mentioned, is available to the Astros, and I think the rotation that you just talked about, honestly, if I'm Dusty, that's probably the rotation I'm going to go with, because I'm going to write all those hot hands.
Jose Altuve steals first, and now he's on second. Clark Schmidt dealing 1-0 to Jeremy Pena. A wild pitch for Clark Schmidt, and now Jose Altuve is at third base with 2 outs.
Oh, if I ever needed a base hit, Frankie. Now would be the time. Now would be the time. Can I buy a base hit for $500, please, Alex? Can I just buy a base hit, please?
I don't think so. Not from Jeremy Pena tonight, baby. He's 0-for-2 with a strikeout.
You know what? Pena's been struggling, bro. He's been hitting all these dang ground balls, man. It's like, come on.
Let's see what he do here. 2-0 count. Strike 1 for Jeremy Pena. It's now 2-1 count. Man, what a freaking game. What a game.
Bro, this is a game. Like, legit. Like, we're playing tough tonight. Both sides.
You know what it is, Jay? It's those big-ass sponsor patches you guys got on the arm.
Bro, I don't like that mess. That Oxy thing that they got on the side is stupid.
Jeremy Pena hits a ground ball to shortstop and forced out at first by Anthony Volpe. That's 2 times in a row. The rookie, Anthony Volpe, gets out.
Oh, don't give Anthony Volpe all that credit. Don't give him that credit.
What?
That was all Pena messing up. That ain't getting the credit. Come on.
Jay.
Frankie, come on, Frankie.
I'm going to give it to Anthony Volpe. You want to know why I'm going to give it to Anthony Volpe?
Yeah, tell me why you're going to give it to him.
Because I always said shortstop is the most important position in baseball.
But let me ask you this. We're going to differ on that one. But let me ask you this. The only way you say Volpe like that is if that dude does a diving catch, backhanded flip over the – okay, if it's something spectacular, mention this dude's name. Otherwise, it's just, Volpe the third, Volpe the first, Volpe the second. If it's just a ball that goes right to him and he makes a routine play, come on. Come on, Volpe.
No, he actually –
I know right now you're hyped up. Right now, you're
No,
hyped up. You're hyped up because you got a 3-2 lead right now. So you're hyped.
No,
Everybody is hyped right now. Like your nipples are super sensitive.
I'm hyped because we're playing the Astros. That's why I'm hyped. I'm hyped because I'm here live with you on Frankie the Yankee Show discussing and talking about this game.
Hey, here's something for you.
That's disgusting as hell, Joshua Bailey. Get the hell out of here with that. Get out of here with that. San Francisco Giants. I know we're bad, but I know for a fact we're better than you guys.
Hey, throw Joshua Bailey some love, man. He's commenting on the show. But Joshua, man, you know I love you, Bubba. I love you, man, but that San Fran can't I don't care if it happens. Honestly, Josh Bailey, if you get to the World Series and you're facing my Astros, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
He's not mad at you because he knows for a fact that the San Francisco Giants will never make it to the World Series to play the Astros. That's why he's not mad at you, Josh. That's why he's not mad at you, Joshua Bailey, because he knows for a fact he's being so nice to you because he loves you so much. He wants to go and say, hey, man, if you guys can make it to the World Series and face us, I'm not going to be mad because he knows in his head you guys are never going to go to the World Series and play them. He's being so nice. He's pulling a Logan out of his pocket.
That was legit pulling a Logan tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I dipped into the bag of Logan tricks on that one.
Jay, Javier is coming out to pitch the fifth inning.
Okay. What?
And his first pitch is a ball. 75 miles per hour, by the way. 86 pitch, and his pitch is at 75 miles an hour.
So that means he opened up with the changeup or an off speed. Okay.
Second pitch, 78 miles per hour, ball.
The hell?
So it's now 2-0, 2 balls, 0 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the fifth, Yankees lead it 3-2. 87 pitches, now 88. He gets the strike, bumped up to 92 miles an hour right there. But his arm's getting tired. I can tell his arm's getting tired.
So he came out with a slider, a knuckle curve, which explains the speed. I get it. Not so much on the slider. I felt the slider should have had a little bit more on it than that. But the knuckle curve, 70s, whatever. And then he goes to the four-seam fastball on the third pitch and gets a strike. So, okay, I get that. Okay.
And
now what are you going to do?
He gets the ground out. Jake Bauers grounded out to first. Javier running to first base to get the out. The bullpen is warming up right now. They've got Graveman on, right-hand pitcher for the Astros. Graveman warming up in the bullpen for the Astros here at the bottom of the fifth. 1 out. Aaron Judge in the batter box. 0 for 1 right now with 1 walk as well. And the first pitch is a strike, 76 mile an hour changeup to Aaron Judge. That's his 90th pitch, ladies and gentlemen. Christian Javier for the Astros.
It's got to pull up. Dusty, I know you can't hear me. I know I'm speaking into existence. Maybe you got your phone on, you're watching. Dusty, it's time to pull him, Dusty. Go get him, Dusty. Let's go to the bullpen. God, come on, Dusty.
I want to give Joshua some love here.
This time.
He said we're overachieving, but the Yankees are trash. We are. Joshua, you're not telling me anything that I'm already saying. That's the thing. Is you and John Suggs are trying to come out here and say stuff that I've already said. I've been saying this for months now.
That's true. Trash. That's true, though. You have been saying that they're trash for a while now.
He called us bunkies. Hey, hold on. You ready for this, Jay? You ready for this? We're bunkies, but guess what? We can be bunkies, but guess what? You still wasn't able to get Aaron Judge away from us. You guys flew him out there. You guys had a meeting with him, and my man still signed a Yankees deal. Who's a bum now? And we took Carlos Rodon from you. Who's a bum now?
Off topic. John Suggs wants to. Hey, off topic. John Suggs wants to know if the Patriots are going to sign Zeke over Fournette.
Oh man, honestly, I don't want that to happen. John Suggs, I really don't. As a Patriot fan, I don't want that to happen. I like Leonard Fournette. I honestly will try and sign Leonard Fournette. I feel like Zeke is just toxic. I honestly do, and it's not just his bad playing and stuff. I think Zeke is toxic. You've seen it when he was with the Cowboys. He was absolutely phenomenal his first 2 years. The man signed a crazy deal within his third year, and he just disappeared for the Dallas Cowboys. He literally disappeared for the Dallas Cowboys. So I honestly I would rather sign Fournette than Zeke. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if Bill Belichick go ahead and sign Zeke. I really wouldn't. But then again, if Bill Belichick wanted to sign Ezekiel Elliott, he wouldn't have never left Boston without a contract. So,
bro, tell me this. Riddle me this. How? Not to switch up, but we're gonna go back to what we were talking about a minute ago. How the hell is Javier still here at the bottom of the fifth?
he's at 98 pitches.
At his pitch count, how is he still here at the bottom of the fifth? I don't know if I understand this.
Because it's like we said earlier, it's a 4-game set. You're only down by 1 run. You don't want to pull.
I mean, I get that. That's good point. Good point. I think that's just me worried that this game's about to get blown open because I think he's going to lose his command.
No, it'll get blown open once you guys give us the bullpen. Once you guys give us your bullpen.
No. I think our bullpen will be okay. I'm not really worried. I am. I mean, it's the anything can happen, but I feel good about the bullpen right now. I think honestly, if we go to the bullpen, I think Hector Neris comes out. I'm okay with Hector Neris taking over this game right now. He's got a pretty a 1.74 ERA. He's pitching good. Abreu will come in. Stanek hopefully will not jack it up, or maybe Maton will come in. Graveman possibly could come in and set up Presley for the 9th. Hopefully by then we will either tied you or gotten ahead of you. We'll see. But at this point, either way, I think it's time to pull him, Bubba. I think it's time to pull him, and let's get into the next guy before more than a 1-run game.
Christian Javier right now in bottom of the 5th inning. It's 2-2 to Gleyber Torres. He's throwing his 102nd pitch.
Yeah. Either way, I don't think Javier sees the 6th.
Gleyber Torres gets a base hit on first, baby. Let's go. Right over who? Jeremy Pena, baby. Right over Jeremy Pena. If it was Anthony Volpe, he would have caught it, Jay.
Nah, don't say that.
Oh, and speaking of the Cincinnati Reds, Ellie De La Cruz just hit a home run for the Cincinnati Reds against the Chicago Cubs. It is tied game over there in Chicago and Wrigley Field, 1-1. And they're going to take out Christian Javier here. Dusty Baker taking the ball from Javier after throwing his 102nd pitch within 5 innings. And here comes whoever the hell is coming out of the bullpen. I forgot his name. I just said it a little while ago. That's how you know I'm not a Houston Astros fan. What's his name, Jay?
Wait, one more time?
What's your bullpen guy name? I just said it a few seconds ago. He was warming up.
Oh, you talking about were you talking about Neris, or were you talking about Stanek, Presley, Abreu, Graveman?
Graveman's coming in. God, Jay literally went through his whole bullpen.
Hey, listen, I 100%. Whether sooner or later, I would hit it.
It's Graveman. Yeah, Johnson.
Hey, look, sooner or later, I'm going to hit it, okay?
But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wait for this final out. If the Astros can get it, if they can't, Giancarlo Stanton is in the batter box now. He's going to face up against Graveman. Christian Javier not having a good night. I do like the fact that he held on for the Astros a little bit, and I'm not even an Astros fan, but it makes the game a little bit more interesting. It makes the game a little bit more interesting with the Yankees 3-2 lead. 3 runs coming in the first with the 2-run home run from Giancarlo Stanton, followed by a Billy McKinney solo home run, and then the Astros getting 2 runs there in the top of the second with a wild pitch forcing Alvarez to third, and I think it was who the hell was it? McCormick. I think it was McCormick to second, and then Alvarez scores. Or Yordan Alvarez scores, yes, and then Billy McKinney scores after, leaving it to a 3-2 lead for the Yankees. But now we're going to the bullpen. We're going to the is that guacamole?
Hell yeah, fresh made, baby.
I'm gonna say this now. I hope you shit green tomorrow. But
that's only because you're Puerto Rican. It's Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans don't eat guacamole like that. They eat sliced avocados. They don't make avocado.
Yeah. Justin looks like baby food.
Hey, listen, Cazon. That's fresh made guacamole. Fresh made, baby. I don't know what you're missing. About to eat some fish tacos. Some fish tacos.
I want to give a shout out to the Team USA FIFA Women's World Cup Series going into the round of 16. USA first game against Sweden this Sunday on Fox, 5 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm not staying up for that game. I'm not waking up for that game. So I'll look on ESPN if they won or not. I understand you're in Australia and shit, but I am not going to be up.
Hey, we still over here in the good old US of A, man. You know what kind of time that looks like?
He said USA is going to lose to Sweden 3-1. You need to get out of our country, sir.
Yeah, Josh Bailey. What the hell? Oh, no, John Suggs. Not Jonathan. John Suggs. Come on, man. Dang. Give us some love. Germany just got kicked out of the World Cup. We like them apples.
This is we're gonna wait here to see if the Yankees will score or at least get on base. If not, if it's a strikeout, we're gonna call it a night. I wanted the last 5 innings for you guys, between me and Jay, and then we can enjoy the rest of the 4 by ourselves. But right now it's bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. Giancarlo Stanton is on the mound, or actually on the batter box. I apologize. Graveman is on the mound with 3 pitches in. 3-2 Yankees lead. Giancarlo Stanton strikes out just now. See, I hate Stanton. This is why I hate Stanton. This is exactly why I hate Stanton. He gets a home run, and then you follow up with 2 strikeouts. Bro, you can't hit the ball?
Well, again, though, you said it earlier. He's not trying to hit for contact. He's trying to hit out the yard. And you know that chase rate trying to hit out the yard is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's mind-blowing.
And to be honest with you, Frankie, if we're being honest, that's the one part of Aaron Judge's game I felt like has really improved is the fact that his chase rate has gone down. He's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. He's just trying to get on base. And I think that's where Aaron Judge is really starting to make his mark in the game of baseball is he got away from that bullshit of trying to hit the ball out the park and just trying to get contact and get on base or get the walk and get on base. And that's where Aaron Judge is really, truly now making his mark.
Yeah, and I agree. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for all the comments. John Suggs, Joshua Bailey, Linda, thank you guys all for commenting on the show tonight. Apologize for Unscripted being taken over here by Frankie the Yankee Show. But it was absolutely fun. It was absolutely amazing. Jay came on with a plain shirt, and I said, go put your goddamn Astros jersey on, baby. It's Yankees versus Astros. You better put that jersey on right now. But you better take it off, Jay, before you eat that guacamole because I don't want any green stains on that shirt. So take that jersey off before you eat the guac. Jay, do you have any final thoughts before we head out of here?
Yeah, my only final thought is, Frankie, I hate you because you made me put this damn jersey on, and you know I don't wear the jersey on game days because we don't do well. I always wear a plain T-shirt for game days, and we win. So I want you to know I'm a little upset right now, but I still love you, and I'm still the uncle of your babies, but I'm not happy right now. Not happy at all. A little unhappy right now.
I love it. My final thoughts is, like I said, thank you guys for showing up. Currently going into the 6th inning right now. I don't know if Clark Smith's going to come back out. I don't know if Wandy Peralta's going to come back out. We'll let you know. I know he's going to come out in just a second before we end the stream. But before we leave, I just want to give a reminder to tune in Saturday, Unscripted, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have a special show for you guys on Saturday. It's going to be round 2, or actually at that time, round 3 between the Yankees and Astros. Hopefully we can get you guys a good show for you then. Wandy Peralta did come out into the mound, so Clark Smith Day is done as well. Wandy Peralta, lefty-hander, coming in to face the lefty, Kyle Tucker. First pitch is a strike to Kyle Tucker. But guys, if you guys are watching the game, continue to watch it. It's on Fox. It's a very, very good game, especially when you're, only down by 1 or you're up by 1, and it's in the 6th inning. It's a really good game. So thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys. And, oh, wait, hold on. John Suggs is super ahead of us. John Suggs is way ahead of us. He said it's a home run. He said Kyle Tucker hit a home run, and now they bring Michael King into the bullpen. Yep, Kyle Tucker hits a hard one down the line.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Tie ball game.
How you like me now?
Tie ball game right before we leave. What the hell? What the hell? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Am I surprised? Am I surprised? No. I knew this would happen.
How you like me now? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
You can't say that just yet.
Who's your daddy?
Jay, you can't say that just yet. Don't say that just yet.
Hey, John Suggs, I love you, baby. John, you know I love you, man. Much love, man. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
I want that warm chocolate milk in a bottle, sir. I'm gonna need it by the end of the night. But I'm not surprised.
Hey, you want me to send you some guacamole?
I'm not surprised at all. But you know what's gonna be really funny is when the Yankees take the lead back and Jay hits me up saying, "God damn it, Frankie!"
I will, bro. You know I will too, man. I'll be crying. I'll be in the fetal position crying over here. You know I will.
But you know what? I'm glad that happened right before we got out of here. You guys got to see Jay happy. You got to see him smile. It is a tie ball game now. 3-3, no outs. Wandy Peralta still out there. 2 balls, 1 strike to Alex Bregman, who was 0 for 2 for the day. And Wandy Peralta, that's his first home run allowed to a lefty batter this year. He's actually been really good against lefty batters this year, and he just gave up his first home run this year to a lefty batter. Guys, I hate you, Kyle Tucker. But I'm your boy, Frankie C., also known today as Frankie the Yankee, and followed with my boy, Jay McLovin, also known as Jay McLovin Astros, saying thank you for tuning in. See you guys Saturday afternoon.